Tonight, the New Hampshire Attorney General is investigating the ringleaders of a New England neo-Nazi group. The investigation comes after this sign saying, quote, "Keep New England White" was displayed over Route 1 in Portsmouth last summer. The New Hampshire Attorney General is now suing the group behind that sign, the National Social Club 131, for not what they said that day, which is guarded by free speech, but the way they said it. News Center 8's Jack Moment has the details.
You know why I would hide behind a mask? Because I knew what I was doing is shameful.
A group of neo-Nazis marched through Lewiston in the fall, targeting Maine's Somali refugee community and frightening civilians nearby.
It's very concerning to see this display of hatred.
But despite that concern, nothing seemed to stop the group from demonstrating in Boston to Lewiston. That is, until they decided to hang a banner in Portsmouth, off Route 1.
And so when those incidents cross the line and they are no longer First Amendment protected activity, we're committed to pursuing those responsible to the fullest extent the law allows.
That's Sean Locke, leading the New Hampshire Attorney General's Civil Rights Unit. In January, the office announced civil rights charges against the leaders of NSC 131, Leo Anthony Cullinan and Christopher Hood, both of whom say no attorneys in New Hampshire are willing to defend them.
Our representation of our choice isn't able to represent us, so we need more time to familiarize ourselves with this sort of stuff, or find adequate legal counsel.
Locke says the requirement for the group to find New Hampshire attorneys is normal and required in most cases.
Similar to what we would do in any circumstance where we see this conduct.
Now, at first glance, anybody walking along the overpass here along Route 1 in Portsmouth would not be a violation of freedom of speech, even if you are a neo-Nazi. But the Attorney General's office tells me the fact that they hung their sign up on city property gives them enough grounds to file charges.
So that communities in New Hampshire know that this is New Hampshire is a safe and welcoming place for anyone regardless of their background, and that they shouldn't have to live in fear of groups that may target them.
The reason why Maine or Massachusetts can't file similar charges? Well, that's because the group didn't use city property like they did in Portsmouth. Now, the Maine Attorney General's office issued a statement to News Center Maine saying, quote, "If we receive a referral alleging the violation of the Maine Civil Rights Act, we will investigate and determine whether enforcement action is appropriate." The neo-Nazi members, if they're found guilty in the complaint, could face criminal charges if they return to New Hampshire and make a similar protest. In Portsmouth, Jack Mulmud, News Center, Maine.